Dear viewers, welcome back to our channel. I hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching us. And as usual, please take a moment and hit the subscribe button if you're a first-time visitor. Now, today, we would like to go straight to Mombasa County. And by the way, I'm still in Diaspora County. Now, our main focus today is Amason KINGI. Actually, you know, Kingi is the principal, or rather the party leader to Pan-African Alliance Party of Kenya. He is the party leader and a co-principal, a de facto co-principal within the Kenya Kwanza fraternity. By that, he has an equal share in the Kenya Kwanza fraternity, just like Musalia Mudavadi, Wetangula, William Samoei Ruto, Dr. Alfred Mutua, because all of them are founders of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. But we noted during the weekend that Amason KINGI was conspicuously missing in the Ruto rallies. So the question that we ask ourselves is, why did that have to happen? Because we know very well from the arrangement, from the organs of the Kenya Kwanza, KINGI is actually the coordinator of the coast region as far as political campaigns of William Samoei Ruto are concerned. But also we noted that previously, before the rally, there was a message that Amason KINGI sent online through a Twitter account, and that message spoke volume about some change of a game plan. We know that before KINGI joined the Kenya Kwanza, he was in Azimio, but then he bolted out of Azimio, citing unfairness, or citing when the zoning thing, the zoning concept was introduced, he was not happy with it, because now he had his own party, which he wanted to have some dominance within Kilifi and Mombasa at large. And we also know that Amason KINGI has been advocating for a party within the coast region, a party that actually will be owned by all the coastarians, of which some of the bigwigs in the political arena in Mombasa or rather in coast counties, did not agree to. Now, Amason KINGI found himself alone with that concept. Initially, Joe indicated some signs of supporting the idea, but then decided to stick to ODM because he knew that in ODM there was a future for him. Now, Amason KINGI now took the decision and actually actualized it and initiated a party, and that is the PAR Party. Now, PAR Party has its predominance in Kilifi. Now, the problem started when KINGI joined Kenya Kwanza. Of course, Kenya Kwanza, there is Aisha Juma, who's also been fighting for dominance within Kilifi County. Now, Aisha Juma, we know very well that he's one of those people who've been fighting for William Samoei Ruto ever since the re-election of the Jubilee government. Now, he has been with Ruto tooth and nail, fought with him. He's actually stood with Ruto. We know that KINGI initially, after the re-election, had also shown indications of working with Ruto, but because of the cases that would actually befell him as a governor, he decided to stick to Raila because of being defended and the like. So that's why Amason KINGI still stayed in ODM, but he was partly out of ODM. So now, after it emerged that now this term was almost going to, he was actually going to complete his term, and that elections were about to, or were actually around the corner, he decided now to officially join Ruto, but as a party leader, not as a member of the UDA party. Now, over the weekend, when Ruto toured coast counties, there's a part in Mtwapa, if not wrong, Msambweni, where the turnout was poor. And then KINGI was not in attendance. KINGI did not even send his representatives in that place. We don't know whether he was sick or he was abroad or anywhere, but if at all he was sick, KINGI would have sent his deputy party leader or any representative of a PAR or a PAR member, but that did not happen. So the question that we as Yoleno would like to ask ourselves is, why did Amason Kingi miss out in the first place? Could it be that this politics of SGR, ports moving port from Mombasa to Naivasha, that is beginning to dawn on him that actually the narrative is not good, that as channeled by Kenya Kwanza? Because Kenya Kwanza are beginning to blame Raila Odinga as having been the one who advised Uhuru to move the port from Mombasa to Naivasha. Please, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to laugh, because we know very well that these plans were actually done in the first term of the Jubilee government, when SGR was actually being implemented. Of course, we know that during the Kibaki government, there was some planning and everything that was coordinated by Raila and then the former president Kibaki, the late. Now, but the actualization and the implementation and the loans and everything was actually done by the Jubilee government. So Ruto has been, talking bad about that, the migration of port from Mombasa to Naivasha, blaming it on Raila, while coastal regions, all people knows that this was a Jubilee plan.
Not to listen to someone ambaye hajijui mbele. Sasa wakati nilisema hivyo, yule William Ruto alisikwenda pale Changamwe akasema, sikizeni,
watu ambao ni matapeli wanatapeli watu wa Mombasa hii, eti poti inataka kuhamishwa iende Naivasha. Kweli kuna tofauti ya watu waliokwenda kusoma darasani na wale walienda madukani kununua makaratasi ya certificate. Tunaelewana matuelewani? Basi wewe mtu ya Mombasa, nataka nikuulize, eti sisi tutahamisha poti kutoka hapa kwenda Naivasha? Yaani bahari hii tutahamisha mpaka ifike Naivasha? Hata kama mtu huna akili, hiyo itafanyika kwa njia gani?
We remember sometimes back, Joe fought the idea tooth and these details are on the public domain. So I think it could be that reality has dawned on Amason Kingi that no, the policies of Kenya Kwanza do not resonate well with my policies. Now I should back off. Or could it be that now because of the latest remarks from KABOGO, from the latest remarks from Kuria, and the latest remarks from Davadi over UDS dominance in their regions, could be the reason why Amason Kingi has now decided that no, this person is playing a game on me. If I still stick with Kenya Kwanza, then I might lose out. I might even not get a single candidate. So maybe that's why now Amason Kingi decided that now let me go it alone. Because he has not been attending rallies, Ruto rallies, while Mudavadi, Tangula, those have been attending the rallies as co-principals. Now, since King is a co-principal, we by default expected that he was supposed to be in attendance of all these rallies also. Now, if his own region in coast, he missed out on it, then what does that mean? That sends a strong signal that all is not well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I said yesterday when I was doing some analysis on Governor Sonko that politics is about calculations. You calculate well, you succeed. You don't calculate well, you fail. Amason Kingi is playing himself. If he was in Azimio and felt duped and decided to decamp to Kenya Kwanza, now he's also felt duped. Now he's probably showing indications of decamping. Now, what does that mean? Or could it be that King is also playing the Moses Kuria kind of thing, whereby being a spy for Azimio, a spy for Kenya Kwanza, assuming that you've actually decamped from Azimio and joined Kenya Kwanza, and in Kenya Kwanza you're trying to get information and channel it back to Azimio? Or could it be that Amason Kingi simply wanted the following? He knew that if I joined Kenya Kwanza, and Kenya Kwanza has already established a dominance in coast, I would actually inherit some of the votes. Could that be the case? Could it be that Amason Kingi only needed some financial assistance, so he decided to join Kenya Kwanza because that is the umbrella that actually people think money is being dished out to these co-principals to campaign with? Because initially, Azimio had indicated that all the parties would actually campaign using their own finances. So I think those reasons could be some of the reasons why Amason KINGI is actually thinking twice. And again, why would a Kingi governor have a Raila image on his banner? That is another thing that we kept asking ourselves, whether Amason KINGI is truly in Kenya Kwanza. We've been looking at these banners for power candidates that is missing William Ruto. Of course, we don't expect Raila Odinga to be present in those banners, but why not their preferred presidential candidate? Ladies and gentlemen, I think there is trouble in Kenya Kwanza, because now there was Moses Kuria talking about conmanship and political deceit being experienced in Kenya Kwanza. Now we are seeing a scenario whereby now King is missing in rallies. Of course, KABOGO is technically out of Kenya Kwanza. So that means all is not well. And I think there are cracks within Kenya Kwanza. And most of these cracks will start to reveal themselves in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Because, you know, these parties are now trying to fight for their own. These party leaders who are actually co-principals within Kenya Kwanza are trying now to fight for their own parties. That's why even Mudavadi, when he attended the Viga rally at night, told his member not to vote for UDA candidates, and that by voting for UDA candidates, those people are going to deny him members, foot soldiers. And foot soldiers are MPs, governors, MCAs, and more member of parliament, senators, and women reps. So Mudavadi had to actually trail the guns directly on the UDA. He was merely telling Ruto to refrain from his region, that is Vihiga County and Kakamega at large. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think these cracks in Kenya Kwanza are actually playing to the benefit of William Samoei Ruto? I think they're not playing to the advantage of William Samoei Ruto, because if they continue with the trend, then I think William Ruto will suffer in terms of voter basket. Its voter basket are likely to be strongly affected, because now we know that Martha Karua in central counties is doing pretty well, and that Rigathi Gachagua is now fighting. We say fighting because they had assumed 70 to 80%, but now that those numbers have reduced to almost 50%. Now they are fighting, struggling to attain the percentage that they had actually projected. We see in Nairobi where Jakoya has actually eaten into the hustlers' votes by making sure that Ruto's votes from the polls have reduced and Wajakawa's votes have increased. Well, Raila's votes are at 50%, which is the normal percentage that he normally scoops in Nairobi. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to leave it there, but we promise to still follow up on Amason KINGI, and as usual, Yoleno is a place where where we actually keep stock of all this information, so that in the future you can always relate to them. But I'm promising you that Amason KINGI will not be in Kenya Kwanza going forward. The indications have 100% assurance that that is the case going forward, just like KABOGO did in Kiambu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please, I know you're too busy, but please take a moment and hit the subscribe button. You can like, you can comment if you're a first-time visitor, but if you are a regular subscriber, please, you can just comment and like. And as usual, I'd like to say that I'm so grateful that you've been with us, watching our videos, and always being a member of our channel, and may God bless you. See you later.